Oh, now you're looking for something refreshing. You've come to the right place. We're in the kitchen and Manhattan's got something special for us. It's a rooibos tea with a little bit of a twist. And here to show us how, it's Chef Chewy in the building.
How you doing?
I'm good, middle of the week, but I'm so ready for this. It looks like some sunny skies later on in the week, so pre-prepping for that? Yeah.
Exactly. It's not that much of a hump, so let's not make it hump day.
Yeah, so what's happening? I see you've got some beautiful flavors. Rooibos, which is a fantastic ingredient on its own, naturally caffeine-free as well. And I love the fact that the Manhattan Rooibos tea has all these various flavors that you can already start playing with, right?
Yes, and I love the fact that it pairs so well with citrusy flavors, which is why we've decided to use grapefruit. Normally you'd use orange, you'd use lemon, but I feel like this is the underdog, you know? It's not used as often and as much.
I so agree with you. I mean, it's such a beautiful fruit, but it just isn't used as much. And I mean, even just the aesthetic beauty of it.
Exactly.
You would not expect that bright sort of, what is it, like an orangey, purple, pink, I don't know what color it is inside of that skin. You'd think it looked like a bland old nachi,
but you don't know the flavor that it packs. So what I've started doing is just zesting it up because there's so much flavor in the essence, and this is where the essence is of any
in the
citrus.
Skin.
You know, the skin, the zesty part, you don't want to get into the wine part, you just want the zest over there. So I'm going to get started with that because we want to pack as much flavor into these iced tea drinks as we can. And then you can actually get started with drying up or dehydrating our grapefruit slices.
Dehydrating your... How on earth do you do that?
Put it in the air fryer.
Really? That's simple. Okay,
That's all.
Okay, all right. And how long would you roughly put this in for?
You'd put it in for about, I think, 15 minutes. Depending on the setting that you put it on, you could also put it in the oven. Luckily, the Instapot does give you the instructions and so forth on how exactly you do it, what exactly you would choose. So if you don't have that option, you can also do it in the oven. You're more than welcome to do that in the oven.
But I must say that I've been living with an air fryer for a while now. It is honestly the go-to. When I want to braai, when I want to bake, it seems to just take over because it's so much quicker. It's so much easier to prepare. And I mean, it's like it's got this convenient little cover in it as well. So I was saying the same thing to Jamie earlier. It literally has become like a part of our kitchen in the family. It's keeping all the other pots and everything else clean as well.
And it does all the work for you. All you need to do is literally just pop the stuff in there and then go have a sit down, have a nice little drink, stuff like that. So I've started making the segments for us. And
you're getting out the flesh.
Exactly. So I've removed most of this, the peel here. And how you do that to get the segments is you get the skin off, and then you literally just cut just before the line. And then this allows you to pop out a beautiful little segment.
Nice and fancy, nice and clean.
Also ensuring that you minimize wastage, because this is the part that you want. This part can be a little bitter. So I think that's why a lot of people don't enjoy grapefruit.
This is true. I don't even ever put it into a grapefruit and you just get that, that's not an orange.
No. So I'm just going to keep doing this, and we're going to put this into our drink. And I think the flavors of our dehydrated grapefruit, plus the flavor of the juice, plus the zest, is going to elevate the flavor of our rooibos Manhattan iced tea that we're about to enjoy.
So it's not just a garnish, it's actually adding value, adding volume, and adding flavor.
It's all about the flavor. So to make this drink, then we start with our mint, because I feel like any beautiful iced tea drink of this kind needs that touch of mint.
And I must say, the mint just kind of makes something feel so fresh. It tastes alive. It's got that mojito feel to it.
You know. And what I'm doing here by pounding on it, you in essence just releasing that flavor as well. Remember, I spoke about the essence. This is what we're doing when we're mashing up our mint leaves. We're also releasing some of their oils in the actual mint, and that would then infuse into our drink as well. So as you drink it, you'll have the taste of the grapefruit, you'll have the taste of the rooibos, the taste of the grapefruit, and it's just going to play in your mouth and give you flavors that are just amazing, refreshing, and enlightening. I promise you.
Say no more. Let's make this a staple now in my drinks.
I know. Go in with our segments there. This is going to be beautiful. You can actually pour in. What do you think we should go in first? Rooibos or...
I think the rooibos first, and then we'll get the sparkle of everything else right at the end.
I agree with you.
What do you
Let's
say?
do that.
Now, of course, the fact that I am using the Manhattan iced tea, I want to talk about this because it's a tea made from rooibos tea extracts, and it's caffeine-free. And on top of that, iced tea is also made with mineral water, which means it's clean, it's good, and it's wholesome. And these teas come in various flavors that make delicious additions to this drink. And you could also use the berry flavor for this recipe. I think it would go quite well with this one, right?
Definitely, especially with the addition of the mint and a little bit of touch of that grapefruit will also elevate it as well.
Right, so let me Pour some of that in there. Voila.
Looking good.
Actually, take the lid off. Make it a little bit.
I actually.
I'm like that. That athlete that just wants to go and squirt. You know what I mean? They'll come from action mode. But we're in the kitchen. We can be more classy. We can
Yes,
be a
we
little bit
can.
more respectable. Let's get
And then
that
we're using a
perfect
bit
pour
of
in there.
tonic water here just to top it up. Like you said, we could also use mineral water as well to elevate it. And we could also use a bit of sparkling water. And that is our drink. I mean, look at that. Not only does it look good, I'm actually going to take a sip. Let's cheers.
All right, if you say so, we're going to have to. Cheers to you.
Cheers.
You made me feel like I'm in the islands again, gal.
I know
Yes,
exactly
one
what you
sip
mean.
and we're there. Honestly, it tastes so good. It tastes so fresh. And you can get this recipe on espressoshow.com. Oh, it's beautiful. It tastes like full flavor. It tastes like the love that I've looked for.
Tastes like the island.
It tastes like the island. Cheers.